Hello, hello, welcome.
Oh, Shanti.
So we've been having a little bit relaxed week because we have just recovering from a 3-week retreat we had in our community here in near Cologne. We had a very nice time with 30 people. The energy gradually goes up and up and up, and I think everybody enjoyed very much.
Hola.
We had 5 children joining us, and they also transformed during the retreat. Now they're all big buddies, big friends. And out of that, we are now planning to build our own school in this new project in Spain. We plan now to build something in the garden for the kids. So we'll have a non-school school. We'll be talking about that in our newsletter, in the January newsletter. So let's start by being quiet together. Let's just close our eyes and look inside. And as you look inside, find whatever is strongest. Could be a thought, could be a feeling, could be a body sensation. It may just be very quiet. So whatever you find is the strongest, bring your attention to that place. And don't try to change anything. Just watch. So take another look. And again, bring your awareness to whatever is the strongest thing that's happening now. Okay, so this time when you look inside, give yourself permission to fall deeper inside. Okay, you can open your eyes, come back. Would somebody like to share what happened? You want to share?
So, I mean, I feel my system.
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
So, I feel my system quite active. Like, yeah, just energy going through the body and movement and yeah, I feel some body sensation, but then in the end it got more and more quiet and yeah, quiet, very more quiet.
Okay. What about Bhakti? Would you like to share?
Yes. Uh, I have pain, such a strong pain in my heart in this moment. And then very personal issue. Then this one, again and again and again and again, I get this situation. I'm now 56 years old. I think almost all my life from around teenagers, again and again and again. So I have awareness. I have some kind of thoughts about myself. Then I can invite this, But again, then this one makes me disturb to go to silence, like, or this one makes me disturb to be on my own. Yeah. So, and I know this is so much identified, my beliefs, but helplessness with this subject. Yeah. And then can I say about this subject, what is the problem?
Yeah,
Or I don't know.
Everybody's now really on the edge of their chair, you know, what is this cloud in your sky?
Yeah, my cloud, such a big cloud, such a dark for me.
Yeah.
One of the most big one for me, most dark one, ugly also. And that is, I'm so ashamed to say this, but with so much pain, that's why I have to say this. Because, people like me as a human, here I'm now in open sky house. And, I feel love from everybody. And then, but as a woman, I'm not attracted at all. And then, only as a human, or I can be very much a good entertainer, then people like me, people loves me. But once, if I feel some kind of like a man and woman energy, and then if I'm standing like I'm a woman, then all the boys are going to escape from me and going to another girls. It's so much painful for me, so much painful, all my life like this, And when I'm so stupid, silly, because I came here for more deep to be on my own love, but it very much helpless. I get always this, and again I got it.
So back to, this is such a load of rubbish, really amazing rubbish, because in my particular case, I was married to a Japanese woman for 12 years, yeah? And actually she was the most important person, most important partner in my life, yeah? And we were friends for, I don't know, 30 years or more, I don't know. So, I mean, when you were living in Japan, did the same thing happen in Japan? Or is this something since you came to live in Europe?
No, also I had it in Japan also.
Right, right. Well, I think what you need to do is you need a makeover, right? Makeover. So if you want to be very attractive for all the boys, then you have to do the things that boys like, short skirts, special hair, makeup, stiletto heels, tight clothes, and you have to wriggle around, and if you play this game, then you'll get the result that you say you want, But I think you don't need that, I mean, if you can attract people to love you for who you are in a deeper sense, yeah, a lovely, honest human being, what you've just shared with us is something that not many people could share because maybe you have some shame about that, maybe. So it's very honest. Everybody can be touched from your honesty. Everybody in our community and in the retreat we just had, all these people, they're completely liking and loving you. And maybe they don't see you as a sex object, but maybe you don't really want to be a sex object.
No, actually not.
Right. So
But
then you get the result of being a lovely human being. What's wrong with that?
but for example, I'm so ashamed because people in Open Sky House is also there. But I must say, because I want to, make over this beyond. For example, this time there is gay boys here, Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Yes, and especially, Tom is, very good friend also. But Jerry, in the beginning, he came to me so much, like kind of like fascinated.
Right.
And then, in this retreat or a little bit before, this is all my story, all my thoughts. I don't know in the fact what is happening. I know I have awareness this, but my story, but this Jerry now is in love with another woman. Then suddenly he started to want to go to her, but she's not so much open, and I'm very much open. Then and then he comes to me also. He wants to keep me as a friend. Then he is he's hesitated to go to this woman in front of me. He doesn't want me to see it. I can see it also. It's so funny game he does. But I will be secondary, always secondary to him about
Well,
Jerry.
I mean, probably every woman is secondary because he has a man in his life since 12 years. And maybe your idea about him is not that he wants to become your sexual partner or something.
No.
Because he has a partner who is a man, since 12 years. Yeah.
I know. So I mean, not about that, but I mean this, connection, just only here, just connection, like as a friend, and then bit like an intimated friend. Then, yeah, it's I don't have desire to have the relation with him. Not that, but this kind of situation, like. Like I'm obstacle, Jerry and this another woman. I feel it. Such a
But you're a Japanese woman, yeah.
Yeah.
You're very, very sensitive.
Yeah.
And from probably most Europeans don't really tune in to your level of sensitivity, yeah. So yesterday you told me that you were upset because people spoke German in front of you, yeah. And then when they notice you sitting, they changed to English for Bhakti. And then you got upset also with that,
Yes.
So, I mean, another aspect to your situation is that the world is like the world is, So you have to accept things also as they are, And if 29 people out of 30 are completely loving you as their close friend, and one person is looking at some other woman and doesn't give you so much attention, maybe it doesn't matter,
Yeah.
But then you make it that you want his attention. So you create the problem,
It's true.
You're not somebody that people are not loving. Everybody's loving you.
Yeah.
For example, you may be going to live with us. Everybody for 6 years, everybody in our community has been saying to you, come and live with us.
Yeah.
Right? So that probably means that everybody loves you and likes you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, isn't that much more important than one person who's anyway gay being interested in somebody else?
It's true, actually, John David. Yeah.
And I think you've been living alone a long time, and you're a little bit overly sensitive about such things. And maybe now is the right time to come out out of your cave and share with people. And you'll quickly discover that you can be as sexy as you like if you want to be. You just need to buy different clothes, maybe.
This much easy things, you think?
Well, try. Go to Turia, right? She has a huge clothes collection, and tell her your problem and say, could you lend me some sexy clothes? Yeah. And then wear them for dinner tonight, right? Don't say anything, but just turn up for dinner looking like, different image with your hair, maybe a little hat and I don't know, whatever. Yeah. And then just see what happens. See what happens. You see? For example, with this Japanese wife I had, I remember once we were in a retreat, yeah,
Mm.
and she always wore, for all the years I knew her, she always wore black trousers
Mm.
and mostly a black top.
Mm.
If it was when she was in India, it would be white trousers and a white top. Yeah.
Yes.
So in this retreat, I had the idea, could somebody give her their dress? Okay. So one of the women in the retreat gave her a very nice dress with flowers on. Yeah.
Mm.
And I said, please, can you wear this dress just for the lunchtime,
Mm.
a couple of hours?
Mm.
Yeah. And she was completely transformed, because it was completely different aspect, you can say,
Mm.
She didn't have a sexy dress, but she had a very feminine dress,
Mm.
And so she went from this kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but
Mm.
you can play these games, you can do a kind of theater with clothes,
Mm.
And if you today try one kind of clothes,
Mm.
then tomorrow you could try another. And Turia has all the clothes you need, plenty of clothes.
Mm.
And you can just play the game, and you
Mm.
see what reaction you get.
Mm.
And maybe when you've done that, you'll be content just that people like you and be friends with you and they feel easy with you.
Mm. 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 It means I'm not so easy now. I'm sorry, but
I'm not saying that you're not easy now. I mean, you just watch what you're doing now. Look what you're now doing. I'm just playing in a way that you can just play a theater with different clothes and see the effects. You see? And then you're asking me, am I easy? Well, of course, you're not easy. Who is easy, actually? Nobody's really easy. I think you've been too long in your cave, actually, really. And you'll be maybe very surprised when you come out and you spend longer in this community, for example, that you probably have all the things you ever wanted. I'm sure there are men in the community who will be very interested to know you in this more feminine way if you want.
This is a lot I want.
Okay, so tell everybody, and I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yes, I will try this. I will do.
Anyway,
Wow.
thanks for such an honest sharing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ashamed, but so much pain. Yeah, so I wanted to. Yeah.
And I tell you, you were telling me earlier about your pain, but actually you look very beautiful today. I told you before, yeah. And now I see you on the Zoom. You're very shiny, actually. So your idea about yourself's not really true at all. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so we have some people I don't know so well. How about Dorothy? I bet you're English. Are you English? We don't hear you at the moment. Can you?
Now you can hear me.
Yeah, now we can hear you. Yeah.
I'm German, but I can speak English.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes. Hi.
Do we know each other?
No, we don't.
Okay.
We are just right new with you.
Okay.
New in the spiritual. We found your book about the Gesichter der Freiheit. And
okay, yeah.
we saw some
The
video.
pointless joy of freedom.
Remarkable.
Oh, remarkable. Oh, okay, right. We have 2 new books.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So you found this remarkable book.
we are reading those stories. Sometimes we read together and sometimes alone, and we see some YouTubes of you and interviews of Krishna Das, for example. We had the movie,
Right.
We are a young couple, even if we are already 70 and 72.
I see. So you don't have Bhakti's problem then.
Problem?
You don't have the same problem as Bhakti because you're. I mean, he must be attracted to you even though you
No, not at
ain't
all.
wearing short skirts anymore.
Actually, it is a really wondrous story. We met 4.5 months ago. We had a short email exchange about a spiritual workshop. He's from Switzerland, Ernesto. And then he thought, I have to see this lady. And he just came. We saw each other, put the arms around, and since then we stay together.
Ah, right. Nice story.
Here in Germany together. And
Where do you live in Germany?
pardon, we live
Where are you living?
in Bayerisch Zell, that's in the south of Munich.
Near Austria.
Austrian. It's white, it's snowing, it's in the mountains. It's really wonderful.
Are you anywhere near Mad, whatever he was called, the castle, the beautiful castle from this King Ludwig, Mad Ludwig?
No, no.
You don't know this castle?
Not yet.
You should go and see it. It's really amazing castle. Walt Disney, when you watch a Walt Disney film, they start off with a castle.
Yes, no.
And this is based on this Ludwig's castle it's somewhere near where you live, I think.
Yeah,
I've been there, south of Munich. Yeah.
No, it's a quite a small village, but has everything. So we are really in a nest in the moment, and
Right.
had some periods to get to know each other, and now we saw in the interview, or we heard you speak about relationships, and that it's sometimes not so easy to be on your path and have a relationship the same time. But we see on all levels it fits. It just fits. It's a miracle. So the most important thing that we are together on the journey. We are reading the Course of Miracles together, and the most important thing is that old stuff comes up bit by bit. For example, I see that I'm a controlling person. I'm telling him what to do, make it like this. And then he said in Switzer German something about stop. But it would take a long time till he would say something.
That will probably get shorter, as you continue.
Yeah.
He'll be less patient next year.
Maybe. Yes, but I get less controlling as well. So
very good. Yeah. Okay.
even in
Very fast.
we are learning a lot, and it's very, very interesting, and we are laughing. And something comes up, we are not angry about each other, we are not taking it personal at all. We just see it as a chance, an opportunity to get free from something. And then we are laughing and laughing and laughing, and we laugh everything away.
This is the best way to approach life, I think, because the kind of behavior of most human beings is very, very funny, actually.
Yes, it is.
People take themselves usually very, very seriously, and, you can easily kind of miss the point of life, or you miss the point that the point isn't there isn't any point, I mean, just laughing and having fun is maybe the best point.
That's it, yes. And so right now in the last week, we were just thinking about if we want to stay here in Germany, because we looked about what about Switzerland, because I like Switzerland as well. and we had some ideas, and then I read one interview of your interview actually, and you mentioned your community, and I said, let's have a look to this community, maybe it's something for us. And so we had a look to Hittorf. My daughter's living in near Cologne, and then we had the Spanish center, and I lived for 11 years in Tenerife, so I'm speaking Spanish and love it. Yes, and now especially it's 9 degrees under zero. We would like some warm.
Yeah, come to Hittorf, you know, it's a very warm place. Brilliant sun every day here, you know, blue skies. You know how it is in northern Germany.
I know in northern Germany the sun is out, but not very warm. So we looked if we would come on Pfingsten night and to the next retreat in Hittorf.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, welcome. When you're coming all that way, I could suggest you can plan to come 1 week before or 1 week after, so you can get to know how you feel in our community.
Yes.
And we've had the house in Spain already for 5 years, but only now we decided to create a community there. So probably it will be over the next 2 years, we gradually move there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So why not go directly to Spain, we say.
Well, if you want to experience the community live, you can't really experience it there because there's only 2 or 3 people there. So it's better you come to this community where we have nearly 20 people. Then you can experience how it is in the daily life. And of course, then later you can come to Spain.
Yes. So
we have a retreat for 2 weeks in September. Then there's about 30 people there. Yeah.
Let's see. Yes.
So I don't even know your man's name, and he doesn't say anything.
Ernest.
Ernest?
Ernest, yeah.
Okay. I got your name now in my book.
Swiss German. Ernst.
German. Okay.
And I speak not very much in English.
Okay.
Years ago, I talked in English, but I've forgotten a lot.
Right, right. Yeah. You sound like you have a bit of a Danish accent.
Yeah, probably, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're both welcome. And if you want, you don't have to wait until the retreat. You can come for 1 week for free and just stay in the house and help in the house and do the meditations and meet the people. You're welcome anytime.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm very interested in this kind of life.
Yeah.
And I usually liked to do, but the other people thought another way. And
so, maybe she could translate that? I didn't understand.
Other people thought not like I did.
People are not thinking like him.
Right, right. Yeah. We are also strange people. So. Well, welcome. We're a kind of strange people's club, you know.
I will see.
We collect all the strange people here.
Yes, they are the most interesting people.
Yeah. You maybe remember Steve Jobs from Apple. You know, he created a whole kind of philosophy out of strange people, rebels, misfits, and
I was a teacher, and I came with children. They have problems.
Right.
My easiest way to talk with them. And
right.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Young people had their own way of thinking, not like what I think, no, what they think. But my other teachers, they agree. They don't accept that children are thinking another way.
Right, right.
I
I have a daughter who's 4 years old, and recently she started to draw people. And she starts with the feet. She first draws the feet, then the legs, then the body, then the head, and then the arms, and then the hands. At the moment, she doesn't bother with the hands. There's no hands. But I'm completely amused that she starts painting these people from the feet. I never would have thought of that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The ground we stand on,
yeah,
I think it's very important to have a good ground.
right,
We have to start with the feet.
right, right. Well, I'm one of these airy people, so I always start with the head, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It's very big.
Yeah, and that's what I experienced in the meditation. I had some headaches here.
Right,
And this is what my issue is, a little bit the body pain in the feet and the head. But I'm doing exactly what we found out as well, what you mentioned, just to look at it and not to do anything about, just to look at it without changing, without having it to waste. Sometimes it's very difficult because strong pains, but
right, right.
I'm coming on and on. So
Very good. Well, it's very nice talking with you both. Maybe I come back a bit later, because the other people I haven't met before.
yes,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
Come back and talk later, maybe. And I'm doing this every 2 weeks, so we see you another time.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Okay, yeah, good. Okay, so who would like to? I see, Marco, you have your daughter there. Hello. Hello, daughter.
Hello, say hello.
Hello.
Are you coming to visit us next week?
Yes.
Very good, very good. So
Come sente solo con questa?
Amelia and Naomi are waiting for you.
Very good. Yes, we are coming for the weekend.
Good, good. And we've started to plan the school, our non-school school. We've collected already 9 children. And,
okay, so
and like it happens so often, we've met in the retreat, if you remember, there was Beate. She had to leave a bit earlier. Anyway, she is just at the moment planning an alternative school. So she's becoming our advisor.
right. Very good. So the subscriptions are open for the new.
Yeah.
Very good.
We particularly like Russian-speaking girls and boys.
Right.
Italian and Russian, perfect.
Very good.
Good. Are you okay?
Yes. Okay. Yes, I've got back to the usual routine, which is also a bit demanding, I would say. So it was not easy after the retreat to get back into this busy schedule. But yeah, I cannot. I just take it as it comes and just will do what I can, do my best, and that's it. So yeah.
Okay. Well, we look forward to seeing you next weekend.
Yes, definitely. We too.
Yeah, we still have the energy here.
Very good. I need it.
Okay, I'm going to maybe talk to Jürgen, maybe, or Jessica, or who would like to say hi?
Yeah, hi there.
Right. Did we meet before?
No, we didn't meet. Well, I saw you. You didn't see me. I saw a Netflix documentary about you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Which was that point? Was that The Pointless Joy of Freedom?
I think it was. I think There's more than one. The house, the Open Sky House was in there, and you talked to a lot of other spiritual people. I think it was that one.
Okay. Okay. And
And I enjoyed it.
what?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed listening to you, and so I Googled you, and that's why I thought, okay, let me see what
So
they do. Or
what do you think touched you in that film? Was there something particular that touched you?
Good question.
So, Om, are you there?
Yeah, it's quiet now.
So we go to Jürgen now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. Was there anything in particular, Jürgen, that touched you in the film?
Well, definitely the community part was something. For a long time, that's always been something in the back of my mind. If at any point in time some sort of larger living community would be interesting. And about you, I liked your humor. I've already liked it now. There's something very, very human, very normal. This normal, quote unquote. I guess maybe you know what I mean.
Very normal, yeah, very
Yeah,
normal.
exactly. And that normality with the lightness, with, like you just said, also not taking things too serious. I really enjoyed that. That's
Right,
something
right.
with like a combination of depth. It's not like nothing matters. There's a depth, but it's not about, oh, it's all serious. That.
Right, right, yeah. I mean, probably my life journey has been a journey from something kind of solid and serious to very light and not serious. It's taken a few years to make that journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is that touched me, or that I felt drawn to, because I have that side, and then I still have a heavy tendency also of seriousness, and I'm out for discovering more that playful side, which has gotten lost a little bit in seriousness. Or so it's there, but I want to live that more, the playful, not so serious parts.
And are you living in Germany?
Yeah, in Frankfurt.
Frankfurt, yeah. Oh, we're not far away. You can come and see us. I think you'll find the whole house is very light. We've got a good crew of people here.
Yeah, I like what I saw there. I really might do that. I might come and drop by and visit.
Yeah, you're always welcome. At the moment, we have a big guest house, but it's pretty much empty. So you can have a nice room and enjoy the funny people you'll find here. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
We're a community of misfits.
Good.
Like
I like
that.
that.
Yeah.
I might fit in with misfits.
Right, yeah. And what are you doing in Frankfurt? Are you a busy working guy, or?
More busy than I like, yes. That's one other thing I'm trying to work on in my life, to be less busy, to have less things to do.
Right.
Yeah, my practice, or what I do, what I'm busy with most of my life, is called nonviolent communication.
Ah, okay.
And that's basically my practice, and also my work. So I've learning that, and I share that with people. It's you might have heard of it. It's about getting in touch with yourself, with your feelings, with your needs, with your inner world.
Well, it's very much to do with what we're doing here. Yeah.
That's what I saw. I mean, yeah, exactly.
And in fact, in our retreat, we usually sat in a circle, and we had a mic on a stand, and we passed that around like an Indian talking stick, that when you got the microphone, then you could talk. So I guess this is a sort of technique that helps to make the communication less violent.
Right. Well, the name is a bit misleading, the violent part. It's more about mindfulness and really being in touch with yourself on a deeper level. It's
Sure.
really being aware. So what is going on inside of me, and in the other? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think it's necessary to have an awareness about what's inside oneself. Yeah. And also sensitivity to the other person.
Yeah.
So anything you're doing to teach people that is, I'm sure, very good. Yeah.
it's very fulfilling. It's very touching because it touches people in their heart, and it really makes a difference. Is it kind of the way I describe it? I feel way more alive than before I started doing that. I'm more in touch with the life in me, with the feelings and the stuff that goes on inside, much more than before. So that's a big gift.
Yeah, yeah. And I think as you go on with that journey, you find that the kind of box of tricks, which creates a kind of drama for most people, becomes less and less important. And something on a deeper level becomes more important.
Absolutely, that's it becomes a very deep practice. Actually, it's much more than it's misleading to name it communication, because it's called nonviolent communication, and people often think of it as a communication technique primarily, which
Right.
for me it isn't. It's that is a part of it. It influences your communication, but it much more influences how you are aware of things and how you process things. You know, I've heard people here talking about the stories, so it focuses around that too, to be aware. Okay, so what is really going on, and what's the big part of story that I'm adding to what is going on, and to be able to differentiate that.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, to get people to look inside. I mean, this is somehow what mindfulness is trying to show people, yeah? And the possibility you can allow more and more silence, and this gives you a kind of grounding inside yourself, so you can be more aware of what's going on. Yeah. So how was my advice to Bhakti? What do you reckon?
That was about her, about wearing some sexy skirts, and try that out.
Well, kind of like that, yeah. I mean, not only.
Yeah, I was very fascinated. I was wondering what it is that you're doing, if that is a bit of provocative intervention or something or so. I found it very interesting, at least. I haven't made my mind up yet what I think about that. But I like the ease with which you dealt with it.
Because, of course, I'm one of the many people who love her a lot, you know. She's a very lovely woman. And as you saw, she has the capacity to be very honest with her own things, you know, because I'd met her a couple of hours ago and she told me she had a lot of pain. She was just going to the meditation. She said, "Oh, I've got so much pain." But I didn't have time to know what that was. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Come and visit us. I think you'll enjoy us.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, sure.
This is a personal thing, is one of many things that I could ask you, but now that we're talking, I'm curious about what you have to say about that. So I've had an issue with food for many years. So I love to eat, but I also love to enjoy my body and to be in shape and kind of feel light and enjoy looking at myself. So I've had difficulty keeping that in balance for very many years. So I kind of hold it in balance, and then for a while, last couple of months, I just keep eating all sorts of stuff, and I put on 1 kilo after another, and I really don't like it, you know. And I have not reached a state where this is not an issue for me anymore. This tension between, I really like to eat anything in big amounts, but if I do, I become so fat, I don't enjoy myself anymore. And it goes from one side to the other, back and forth.
Right, right.
And this is a big longing I have to finally come to a place of peace inside, where this is not something that I feel I'm struggling, quote unquote, with. That is a tension.
Well, I know your issue very well. When I was about 30, I met a Japanese woman, very small one. And relative to her, I felt myself very fat, you know. So for many years, I thought I was fat. But actually, when I look at the old pictures, I can see now that actually I was never fat when I was together with her. But because she was so particularly small, there was this feeling I'm terribly fat. And she used to joke, you know, and she used to draw me with a fat tummy of the book against it or something, you know. So actually, for many years, I think I exactly had the same issue that you're talking about, that I wanted to be slimmer than perhaps I actually was. But this was always a difficulty because I also enjoyed to eat. So right now, for example, I'm 10 kilograms too heavy, and I don't really know what to do. But I realized, I realized recently that I'm okay with it. So I've finally, now I'm very old, I finally came to a kind of acceptance that for whatever reason right now, I'm fat, I'm overweight. And yes, I'm not eating too much, but I'm not really exercising because my gym is closed, the swimming pool is closed, and I don't really like walking in the cold in the winter. So I'm a bit housebound at the moment. So I guess for me, as soon as I could accept the fact that I am as I am, there wasn't really an issue anymore.
So is that your advice? I should just accept as I am and stop caring and just whatever it is?
You can care in the way of being sensible about what you eat. You eat a reasonably healthy diet, then that's probably what you can do with your food. You can do maybe more exercise than I'm doing. You look a lot younger, so I'm sure you don't mind walking and running outside. So you can balance your situation like that. But probably the thing that's going to release you is some idea you have, because you said you want to look nice. So what is looking nice? What does it mean?
Well, actually, more than looking nice, it's feeling well in my body. That's a higher priority. And I know from experience, if I'm 5, 6, 7 kilos lighter, I enjoy just walking around and doing things a lot more. I just enjoy my feeling of myself more. When I do exercise, when I walk around, I feel much lighter. I actually, it's not a story only. I do enjoy myself more when I'm lighter.
Right. Well, you've obviously come into my life right now, and I shall have to go for a run after talking to you. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
So nice to meet you anyway.
Yeah, nice meeting you too.
We've got a new film going up on Amazon Prime. You saw it on Amazon Prime probably, yeah?
I think I saw it on Netflix, but I have Amazon as well, so I can.
We're on Netflix, really?
Maybe I'm mixing the two.
I doubt we're on Netflix. I mean, no, probably not on Netflix. I mean, probably we're on Amazon Prime, and we're about to put up. These other people were talking about a book they just found, and in there is my life story, and we're putting that up as a film today or tomorrow, in fact.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. Okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Okay, so who is left? Is Jessica still there? She's not there. Victoria, do you want to say hello?
Hello, John David.
Okay, how are you?
Nice to see you again.
Lakshmi.
Lakshmi, ja, richtig. I feel very fine. The retreat was so wonderful for me, and I've got much silence in me and nothing to do at home, and therefore I enjoy this staying at home and staying in my silence, and yeah, feel very nice and looking forward to the next Sangha.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. It's everything quite all right.
Yeah, you look quite expanded, I could say, something like expanded.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think I feel it. Yeah.
And today Aruna has left the house, but she's going to come back next weekend for a month.
I see. Wonderful.
Back to you also.
Soon.
Yeah. So we're
Mhm.
expecting you also to arrive soon.
Yeah, fine. The community is together again. Yeah. Mm.
Come and join us for a bit longer. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I will do it. I will do it. I planned it. Yeah,
At
yeah.
home, you can get somebody to feed your cat and come and. Have you got a cat?
No, I
Oh.
haven't got any cat.
Oh.
But I'm looking forward, and because I want to give shiatsu again
Ah.
to the community and help a little bit, and yeah, and stay a little bit longer.
Good.
2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very good. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you, John David.
So where is who else have we got? Where is has Maha left us already? Ah. Are you there, Maha? Ah, she's there. Yeah, right. Oh, and Jessica came back as well. Okay. So maybe I talk with you, Maha, if you'd like to.
Yeah. Hi.
You know what I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
So at a certain moment in the retreat, you got rather upset, yeah? And nobody could really understand exactly what was happening with you, because we know you as a very kind of open, heartful person. And you seemed to get upset when Radha was lying on the floor on a mattress, kind of moving about in a dramatic way. But we don't really know what happened. Was that what happened? Something to do with Radha?
I think there were 2 times when I was upset, one day and another day.
Oh, 2 days running.
Yeah, one day between was okay, and then the next day was.
Really? So you got a lot of benefits out of the retreat then, twice getting very upset, even packing your bag ready to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the second time was because I was playing the violin on a darshan day or evening.
Right.
And Radha came to me and said I should play more widely, or that I play like a schoolgirl.
You know who said that? Me. So I sent Radha actually to either get you a little bit more active, you know, in the band, or to leave the band, because unfortunately, being very honest, you energetically were not really with the rest of the guys. And I know you were trying very hard to play the violin very beautifully. And of course, we all love to have the violin. So we're very happy you were there playing the violin. But you were a little bit serious, actually. Were you aware of that? You looked a little bit like you should have been in the Philharmonic.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't know that the darshan music was like how it is.
Well, it's always
go crazy like the others.
Different, actually. But that night it got very frantic at some point.
Yeah.
So probably not easy to play the violin in that situation.
Yeah, and when we started, first Kiran said to me, you should listen to the piano, you should listen to the guitar, and you should play very nice with them together. So I was concentrating on listening to them and playing nicely.
Right.
And then Turiya said, can you please stop, because I have to sing now and I cannot sing if you play. So I was very like shy to play, because I didn't want to disturb her and I want to fit with the other instruments. And so I was concentrating on all this stuff the others said to me.
Right.
And then somebody came and
suddenly
said,
John David sent a messenger.
Yeah, and said, do
Get
the
out of the band. Well, I've done it before with other people, actually. I mean, maybe you were there early in the retreat when I did something similar with Saraswati on her cello.
I wasn't there, no.
You weren't there. She was playing her cello like you played your violin. And I got her to actually look at some famous cello players, you know, because I wanted her to kind of fall in love with her cello and kind of dance with it, you know, kind of make love to her cello, you could say. And actually it happened. After a few days later, she had become much looser and was much more in tune with her cello and much more in tune with the energy of the rest of the band. So that was a difficult transition for her. And unfortunately, I didn't have time to make the whole transition with you, you know. So next time, bring your violin, because we're very open to your violin, you know. So we just have to show you a few things, you know.
But maybe you can do it a little bit more soft and sensitive.
Well, sometimes it's not so easy, you know. I'm in the middle of the darshan, putting my hands on somebody, and it's difficult to communicate in a sort of easy way to you, you know. So probably Radha wasn't really so tough, but maybe you took it tough, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the same thing some year ago or so with Govinda, you know. He was playing the guitar. And again, he played it as if he was just learning the guitar, you know, and he was listening carefully to every note he was playing. And yeah, we had to ban him from the band for a while. So don't worry about it. Don't take it so personally. Everybody loves you, and we all love you to play the violin. And yeah, so make love to your violin. You know, when you're not making love to Vishnu, make love to your violin.
He will be jealous.
Yeah, make him jealous. That's it. When you do it so nicely that he gets jealous, then you'll know you're successful. Yeah. But I don't really understand why you got upset when Radha had her kind of Satori moment, because your dear boyfriend has done that many times, pretty similar.
Yeah, I think I was in a very bad mood at this day because of the talk the day before about the sex thing.
Okay.
And then I was in a bad mood the whole day. And then some people started to lay on the mattress. And it was very loud and it was too much.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
And Radha was screaming a little bit, and it reminded me of my mother when she gave birth to my brothers and sisters.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And at that time, I couldn't leave the house when she was giving birth. And this time I had the feeling I have to leave.
Okay. 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 Anyway, today you seem to be much more open again.
Yeah.
So you still love us, do you?
Love has nothing to do with being upset.
Nothing to do. Well, you not only going to getting upset, but you packed your bag and we caught you getting into your car, I think. Huh? We had to send the FBI to capture you. Anyway, you look okay today, so that's good. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm going to talk to Jessica now, because I don't think I know Jessica, or maybe I do.
Hi, John David. Yeah, we've met. We met in India earlier.
Ah, you're from England, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
I remember you now, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't remember your name, but we met in Rishikesh.
That's right. Yeah.
Right, right. Well, you
almost a year ago, I think.
Yes, yeah, and then we met at the airport again. I remember.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
And I've been, I think, twice or three times to one of these talks just before Christmas.
Right, right.
I came as well. Yeah.
How are things for you? You're locked down now. The whole of England's locked down. Yeah.
We are locked down. Lockdown 3. Yeah.
Must be getting a bit fed up with being locked down. Yeah, there's been a lot of lockdown in England.
Yeah. I think everybody's a little bit, I think everyone's a bit fed up. But you know, it is what it is. We can't, we need to do it. It's a really serious situation.
Right.
I'm based in London, and you know, the numbers, the stats, the statistics here are not great.
Oh, really? Well, even the Prime Minister got it some months ago, yeah?
Exactly, yeah.
I think that was God paying him back for Brexit.
Oh. Yeah.
Maybe you were in favor of it.
Just, yeah. No, I think it's quiet. I think the country needs to be quiet, just while it recovers slightly from the big shocks that we've had.
Right.
Brexit, coronavirus. So yeah, it's fine. We can still go out. We can still exercise. Working from home's got its benefits. It's got its drawbacks too, but you know.
Right.
Can't do anything with it, can we? We just need to accept it and get on with it, really.
Right. And in your own life, I remember you were having a sort of changed moment in your own life, weren't you, when we met you?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure I realised that's what was happening. I think with a bit of reflection, I see quite clearly that's what was happening. And I see quite clearly all the steps that were leading up to that happening. So yeah, it's been a really interesting year. And actually in the meditation that we did, I had a really similar sensation to the one I had when I came to your to one of your sessions in India, which got me really thinking and feeling and moving more into silence. And in the meditation, I closed my eyes and I didn't see anything. It was just quiet. There was nothing. And for a brief moment, panic's not the right word, but I was like, why aren't I feeling anything? He said, you know, maybe it's an emotion or a sensation. And I was really looking, but there was nothing. And all I could hear were the birds outside because it was going dark. And then that was really nice. And I went deeper and it just went darker, but in a really soft, nice way.
Right.
Deeper again.
You didn't really want to change it, yeah? It was so nice.
No. And then I went deeper again and just had this quite powerful sensation of kind of sort of being pushed back against the sofa.
Wow, nice, very nice.
And I had something similar in one of the sessions that I sat with you in India, and I haven't really had that that powerful sensation in the time since. So that was quite interesting at the start of this session.
This is one of the things that's really amazing about these Zoom broadcasts, you know, that people often tell me what you're now telling me, that somehow through this funny technology, actually, it seems the energy also is flowing strongly. I always feel at the end of the hour and a half when we switch off, I feel very energized actually. So I'm very much also affected from the broadcast.
Yeah, it was you know, it was very interesting, but at the same time something happened, but nothing was happening at the same time. It's quite, yeah.
I think what you're describing is that you quickly came into your own essence, you see. So actually that's the best thing. And then you could hear the birds singing. So there wasn't really, your mind wasn't really working. I mean, your mind had gone quiet. You came to your own essence and you're looking out of your ears, you're hearing whatever's happening, the birds singing. You don't see anything because your eyes are closed. And actually that's very beautiful. It's actually the most beautiful. And I mean, somehow when we can live that all the time, our life completely transforms. And and somehow either I can say we have some kind of connection which supports that, or you just naturally seem to be very good at going to your own essence. So that's actually very beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know which of those two it is. I've done yoga for a number of years, and as I've practiced yoga, what I enjoy has changed. It used to be quite, you know, fast, and nowadays I just basically sit on a mat for an hour and, you know, barely move. So I guess I've come to sitting in silence fairly regularly.
Right.
Always done that through the medium of movement. So to sit and just to sit is quite a new experience, and come to that so quickly just by sitting, that's quite new.
Right. Well, maybe if you carry on doing this every day, you'll find that you can easily do that now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And when it comes to that dark place, that's exactly where you want to come. I mean, sometimes people see, you know, purple pyramids or something. Purple pyramids are also something from the mind. But when it's completely quiet, like you described, and probably it was a kind of infinite space without any borders, and you felt some kind of, how can I say, you felt some kind of nourishment there. You didn't feel that you needed to leave that space. I think. In fact, you probably felt like you didn't want to leave it. You just stay there forever and ever, you know? And so that's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Nice to meet you again. Yeah. And I hope you'll come and see us one day when you're allowed.
One day when we're not banned from leaving our homes. I will do, and I hope that's not too far in the future.
You'll probably be glad to get out of the house. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Where do you live in London?
I'm in the southeast, so close to Bromley.
Okay, right.
It's fine. I can be out in the countryside in half an hour. It's a really quite beautiful countryside, so that's still
right.
Supposed to drive to exercise, but case of walking around the park with 400 other people up the road, or driving for half an hour and being in beautiful nature on your own for a few hours. Then. Are
you allowed to drive for 30 minutes?
No.
No.
We're not. But it seems to me safer. I get in a car by myself. I don't see anybody, I don't touch anything. I go in the countryside, I walk by myself.
Right.
Anything, don't see anybody, don't come into contact. To get back in the car and I come home.
Right. Yeah, that seems.
Go in the park and it's
walking around the park with a whole crowd.
500 other people. You can barely walk because it's so busy.
Yeah.
Joggers breathing and.
Right.
It seems to be safer.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's very nice to meet you again. So come and see us. Yeah.
I will.
Yeah. Great. Okay, so I wanted to say hello to Angel. Would you put him on? He doesn't speak, only speaks Spanish, but we can say hello and smile at each other. Is Indira still there? She speaks Spanish. Oh, we have somebody who speaks Spanish. Maybe Dorothy would translate. Can you connect Dorothy and Angel? Where's he gone?
I try my best.
We have a translator for you, Angel.
En la Universidad de Zaragoza, junto a Ingenio.
Sí.
Hello.
Hello, pero es Spanish.
Spanish.
Sí. Pero no,
we have Dorothy. Dorothy will translate.
Intento.
Intentas, pero ¿me escuchas bien?
Y si no hablas tan rápido.
Vale, de acuerdo. ¿Así? Bien.
Sí, así, muy bien. Sí, vale.
Vale. Pues dile que ha sido impresionante la energía que he sentido cuando él se ha puesto nada más empezar. una energía de su realización, de la iluminación que tiene, un ¡fum! O sea, un éxtasis, una alegría, después llorar de emoción, no sé, unas sensaciones increíbles.
Bueno.
You can translate, Dorothy, what he's incredibly saying.
When you started, he already became enthusiastic in this energy and was crying and feeling himself very, very nice, very good in this energy of yours. Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice. We haven't met him before.
But you
It's
have
the first time he came on to the meeting. So maybe you can tell him that we often have people who speak Spanish, and Existence has done a good arrangement today because you've translated for him.
Sí. Bueno, tú me entiendes.
Sí.
Dice que a veces hay gente que hablan español y en esta vez tenemos la suerte del universo que te puedo traducir y te dice hola y todo lo bonito.
Y le doy las gracias. Sí, sí, y muchas gracias.
Okay.
Mis bendiciones. Mis bendiciones.
Can you ask him where he lives in Spain?
¿Dónde vives tú?
En San Sebastián, Guipúzcoa.
Okay, okay. Because we have a house in Denia, near Valencia.
Me he comunicado con ella, pero no me ha respondido el WhatsApp.
He has a connection with her, but he sent a WhatsApp, but she didn't answer yet.
Indara creo que se llama. Indara o algo así.
She's called Indara, it's right?
Indira means India, actually.
Right.
Right.
Pero no me ha contestado.
She didn't answer yet.
Okay, she will answer. Yeah, yeah. She's our community organizer, so she's sure will answer. Yeah.
Ella va a contestar porque está organizando toda la comunidad. La comunidad, sí.
Pero ¿sabe castellano ella?
¿Ella?
Sí, ¿sabe castellano?
No lo sé, yo no lo sé.
Ah.
He's answering if she is speaking Spanish.
A bit, yes, a bit. She speaks a bit, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
But tell him that the best thing is to write to us if he wants some sort of information or something. He can write it in an email, then we can put it in Google. So don't write it in capitals. Better to write in the normal writing.
Yes. Puedes escribir en email
en WhatsApp.
Normal email.
En email, sí.
Email con todo lo que quieras y ellos pueden traducir, pero normal palabras, no en grande, sino normal.
Vale. Dile que cuando él pueda le pondré en un email para hacer un satsang él y yo, porque esta semana no he podido, pero esta que viene sí, para él y yo estar solos, porque me dijo que cogería una traductora.
Sí. He would like to have a one-to-one session with you.
Okay.
Later, yeah.
Okay, we can do that anytime. If he likes to write, we'll arrange it.
Sí. Pueden hacerlo, tú puedes tenerlo. Si tú solamente lo escribes.
Lo pido, eso es, sí, sí. Nada más acabar aquí, lo pediré.
Organizar, sí.
Sí, vale. Porque es que ha sido impresionante. Dile que es, o sea, impresionante, o sea, impresionante, o sea, un amor, una devoción, un éxtasis, y todo el rato continuo lo tengo. Todo el rato, un éxtasis.
We got a translator by chance.
Yeah, it's love pure, and it's great for him. It's fantastic, and he's
Okay, tell him that we have two Spanish books, two books in Spanish. One from me. It's called what's it called? The Great Misunderstanding. I have a book which is called The Great Misunderstanding, and it's published in Spanish.
Hay dos libros, un de él se llama El Grande Misunderstanding.
El gran malentendido.
Malentendido, eso, sí.
El gran malentendido.
El gran malentendido, sí.
Vale, dile que lo compraré.
He will buy it.
Bueno, dile que vi la película de él también. Y he leído todo lo que hay en internet de él lo he leído, o sea que.
He saw all the things in internet, what he could see yet already. So.
Y he buscado a todos los maestros que él entrevistó en la película para ir a contactar con ellos. Imagínate, a la India iba a ir.
You want to go to India to meet all those people who with.
Okay, and tell him we have two other books. One is from my direct teacher, Papa G. It's also translated into Spanish.
It's hay otro libro de él.
De Papayi, ha dicho, ¿no?
Yeah, and also his master was called Ramana Maharshi, and we have a book in Spanish. It's called Who Am I?
¿Quién soy yo?
Ya, ese los he leído todos. Sí, eso los he leído todos ya.
He already read all those books.
Okay, good. Okay, well, we look forward to meeting him. Yeah.
Quieren verte, quieren conectar y conocer.
Y que estemos, eso es, porque es que yo llevo 4 años haciendo sadhanas por mí, haciendo. Sí.
4 years he's doing sadhanas.
Good. Okay.
Y buscando un iluminado, o uno realizado, y por fin.
Illuminate person.
Okay, so I'm going to stop now. So I thank you for your translation. If you could thank him also for this meeting.
Thank you.
Grazie.
Gracias, John David. Gracias.
Okay, so I say goodbye to everybody. Grazie.